guys want to see something interesting? Now, I got this off of Memeology. This has to do with, he says CNN finally admitted what we knew all along. They were just 11 months too late. And then they put out this tweet. And to be honest with you, I haven't even watched this whole video, but when I saw this tweet, I just had to stop. This tweet, this statement is so wrong on so many levels. Let's go through this real quick, and then I'm going to prove to you that there is a test that can show that there is, in fact, a unicorn in my backyard. A purple unicorn, to be specific. CNN exclusive. Vast trove of leaked documents show China underreported COVID-19 numbers, took weeks to diagnose new cases, and didn't disclose a December flu spike in Hubei. Okay, first of all, now you're saying that they underreported COVID-19 numbers. Well, first of all, since COVID-19 has not been proven to exist, and we'll look at that document. I've got page 39 open right here, fda.gov, look up there. We'll get to that. But even if China reported one case of COVID-19, that's one case too many, because there is no test. All tests, PCR tests, antibody tests, are 100% inaccurate because they have nothing to compare it to. They have not isolated the virus to this very day. And if I'm wrong, somebody please send me the info and I will delete this video. But then they go on to say, and they didn't disclose a December flu spike. See, that just destroyed their own argument. Because if they were underreporting, don't you think that they would want to report a flu spike and maybe even inflate the flu spike so it looks like there was less COVID deaths? So that doesn't even make sense. Why would they not disclose a flu spike in December and then at the same time underreport COVID-19? The fact is, and I don't know if it's a fact, but it seems very strong, that the reason they didn't disclose a December flu spike is so that they could attribute those deaths to COVID. You know, kind of like we're doing here. But let's look at this document. Now, I've been accused of taking this thing out of context. So let's just look at a couple of things that they had to say here. Oh, where was it? Where did it go? I dare you to go read this document. This test cannot rule out disease caused by other bacterial or viral pathogens. Oh, that's interesting. And if you can't rule that out, then how the hell you know that your test is even effective? The performance of this test has not been established for screening of blood or blood products. The performance of this test has not been established for monitoring treatment. Well, why not? Well, why not? If your treatment is successful and my so-called viral load is going down, you should be able to monitor that with new testing. Continued testing should be able to show you have less viral load. I mean, just look around. I dare you. Like I said, I've been accused of taking this out of context. I dare you to go show me. Read this whole document. How about this? Test performance can be affected because the epidemiology and clinical spectrum of infection caused by the bug is not fully known. How about I make that bigger? Is that better for you guys? For example, clinicians and laboratories may not know the optimum types of specimens to collect. Oh, so they don't even know what specimens to collect. And during the course of infection, when the specimen are most likely to contain levels of the viral RNA. Except you don't have the RNA. You don't have it because you just admit right down here under performance characteristics, and this is not, there's no way to take this out of context. Since no quantified virus isolates of the bug are currently available, that's it. You don't have it. You don't have the virus. Assays, which are the tests, assays designed for detection of the bug were tested with, here it comes, characterized stocks of in vitro transcribed full-length RNA. So characterized stocks. So you're talking, what are you telling me? You pulled some shit off of a shelf? What does this mean? In vitro? What does that mean, in vitro? In vitro means performed or taking place in a test tube, a culture dish, or elsewhere outside of a living organism. That's what in vitro means. So it was characterized stocks of some shit we cooked up in a petri dish. So if that's how the PCR test works, that it works on characterized stocks of some shit you made up, then, therefore, I can now prove that there is a unicorn in my backyard. And here's the proof. What I did was I cooked up some shit in a petri dish in vitro, and I took some stuff from a horse, and I took some stuff from a narwhal, and just for good measure, I threw in a little bit of rhinoceros, and just for fun, I went ahead and added some zebra. That one right there is my favorite. So there you go. Characterize stocks of in vitro transcribed full-length RNA. So our test is gauged on some shit we cooked up in a petri dish. Done and done. See ya.